So there I am, watching the chat, paying no attention at all to the fact that the count has gone down to 0. Welcome everyone! It's another fun evening of trains. So tonight we are starting with Regional Express nach Munchen Pasing by 103 TF. And yes, I did just probably insult a number of German people, but you know what? They should expect that by now. ME146 on Munich Augsburg. Oh, Track IR even thinks it's working. The map thinks it's working. Yes. What can go wrong? No. No. Do not answer that. This looks interesting actually. ME146 on Munich Augsburg. I didn't think they went there, but I'm prepared to not care, to be honest, because I like the ME146 and I like Munich Augsburg. And if I selected the game, it would be more cooperative. Let's open the doors. Got any headlights? We do now. Put that in the middle. I want rear coupler, request pass. We're now forwards gear. Steve pulls out the Matt Voodoo doll and whispers "Spad and overspeed" to it. Yeah, that'll probably. You don't need to whisper to a voodoo doll. It's gonna happen anyway. Kabuta Flop, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. And also Just the Guy 212 and Ramos Man, thank you for the follows, folks, much appreciated. There you go. See, I'm not paying any attention. It's time to go. Please tell me that's not my doors. No. Oh, that's that ice over there. ICE over there. Right. I'm going to break the habit of a lifetime and put some AFB madness on. Blanca 0960. Thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Hey, my pedal's working again. Yay! Pedalston's pedal is working again. Moving on swiftly. Oh, check me out using AFB. I feel all dirty. I feel like I'm not driving the train, so it might actually not crash. Oh dear. I want to set these gauges up so that I can just twiddle the knob on the gauge to set the AFB up. Gabman 130. Thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Totally missed that we're in an 80km limit now. We're also heading for Augsburg Haunstetter Strasse. Figure out that Sifa. Right, so we're coming into Augsburg Haunstetter Strasse. Oh, we have transcoding. Good news, folks. Good news. It always starts about 1 minute and 30 seconds after I've actually started driving it, which means I can't just use the normal Twitch export. I have to download the video and put it back together again. Never mind, I'd rather have the transcoding, so I'm going to shut up complaining at this point. Break the habit of a lifetime. Right, doors open. A minute early. A minute and a half early. What's going on here? That deserves a screenshot. That's what that deserves. A screenshot. What does it deserve? Okay, I'm overdoing it now. Coach and lamppost is what I'm going to call that screenshot. Check out the curves on that, is what I'm going to call that. The train. Oh, hello. Speaking of trains. Right, so I'm ignoring the chat at the moment, which isn't too clever. What have we got here? There we got. Oh, yeah, I'm up to date on all the followers. Thank you. Can I change the destination plate? I don't know if you can with the 146. No, the 146 was done before the destination plate changing stuff came in, I think. Ron Wirral, excellent, that's really good to hear. Right. So get my fingers on the AFB key. Wait for the doors to close. Passenger view, oh yes. Passenger view, 2301 2013 at 10:12. Let's not look back. Never look back, always look forward. He's doing it rather comfortable. Well, do they look comfortable? I don't know actually if they look comfortable. They look quite plain. Is there another? No, it's just up there. What's going on up here? Lights and stuff. Good. Right, back in the cab. Let's get ready to go. Right, so we are out of PZB monitoring, so we can go with the limit, which is currently 120. Follow up to that yellow dot. Alright, and let's speed up to 50 on the tractive effort meter. Oh dear, how is everybody? Is everyone having a good time? Hope everyone's having a good day. Train lover, if you have a problem with the giveaway code you've been given, you need to let me know, and then I can get you another one. And my apologies. Yeah, drop me a message on Twitch, Train lover, and I will get that sorted post haste for you. Coming up to 120, we do have a 100 km/h speed limit coming up, but we'll take what we can get here, and then we'll slow down. Outside cam, I will have a look at in a minute. Let me sort out this 100 speed reduction. It's got it down to 100. Brakes applied. We're slowing down. Right. Oops. CFA. Is that green? I believe it's a green. Our next station is in 7 kilometers at a station lovingly called Kissing. So we're in 100 km/h. That's because of the turn round here. CFA again. Oh dear, here goes the upstream is suffering. Oh, ICE3. Oh, some cracking AI in this scenario. We're going to get that 140 in a minute. Yes, we are. Just coming up. Right, so we're coming along here. So folks, I'm thinking about setting up a website for the channel, and my question to you is, what should that website be doing to be useful to you? Just gathering together the links so that you know where to go and find everything. So, you know, like Flickr and Twitter and Facebook and the Steam groups, and gathering together some news, that kind of thing. Or do you think it'd be better off having something else? This definitely feels like cheating using AFB. It really feels like cheating. I'm not driving the train. That's probably a good thing. Joe says, make it awesome. Margie says the website should have a big page on him to draw in the viewers. I think that's a good idea. Alright, we're up to 140. 3 kilometres, so there's Kissing just coming up, so I'm not going to do an external shot just yet. I am going to cut the power though. Let's cut the AFB down, and then I can apply the brakes at the appropriate time. GWR says it should do stuff. Because reasons, obviously. Big page for all the fails. Adama raises his hand and has an idea for the site. Don't just raise your hand. Speak up, man! Speak up! Psychologically, when I'm doing over 100 kilometers an hour, it doesn't seem to matter anything at all about how I'm slowing down. It just feels wrong, and so I always end up over decelerating, because psychologically I think I'm doing over 100 kilometers an hour. This will never work. Of course, now I've left it too late. But oh no, that's the platform just up there. Thought the platform was this walkway. Right. What was that noise? $57.20 is our on-time arrival. Right, so that's Kissing. Right. Image gallery, news of Twitch streams. Yeah. I think about an FSX website. Well, it'll be a website for the Train Sim Live, because that will incorporate everything. Do a passenger announcement in person. I'll do that on a British route, because if I do it on a German route, it'll either sound really bad because I'm an English person, or it'll sound really bad because I try and do a German accent. No, that noise isn't something in the garage. Unless it's that big spider I saw earlier on, shaking around. Let me know if you see a spider crawling down the back of the green screen, so that I can die. Okay. Ed says, better than what I managed the other night, doing 35 miles per hour. I'll be able to stop in time for this danger signal with my 900-ton unfitted train. Oh, how wrong I was. Oh, nice. Very nice. I like that loco. It's got a lovely sound to it. Show a screenshot gallery for like screensavers. Well, Division Gaming, the Flickr library is for exactly that purpose. Right, time to go. IFB up to the 140. RFB. Let's get some power applied. Cameron's Gaming was doing a scenario in the 423, Nebworth Mammundorf on emergency brakes. So I approve. Whee! Love that. Right. Speeding up to 140. Mering is our next station stop. This actually doesn't go all the way to Munich, it goes to Munich Pasing. So it's cut the power, we're at the speed limit now. Dilly Dorito, if you're missing scenarios for the Taurus, there's tons on Workshop. Tons and tons and tons. Look through the past library I've played on the stream. I've played quite a few. I am not supposed to stop at that station. Don't panic. You should get a voice change. I was thinking about getting face rig just for a giggle. Right, let's get some braking action going on here. Right. Sorry folks, I'm not paying attention to the chat, I'm trying to stop the train. Oh, bumpy wiggle. Yes, I'll do the green screen in a minute. I forgot about that, didn't I? As per usual. It's like the default standard de facto fail. On the beginning of every scenario, failed to change the green screen. I'm going to cheat by that on that one, by the way, in the future. I'm in the process of writing a little plug-in for OBS, which will talk to Rail Train Simulator and work out what loco I'm driving and determine what the best cab background is, and then automatically change it for me, because that would be cool, I thought. Alright, this is Mering. Let me change the background thingy here. What have we got for German locos? Let us go for the 111. The real Connor Wells, can you do the South London network in a Class 377? Same thing I'll say to everybody else who asks something. Find me a scenario. I basically play anything. There's a name for people like me. But moving on, yeah, if you find a scenario on Steam Workshop, then get it added to the discussion forum for suggestions, and it will go onto my backlog, and at some point it will get played. What are we in here? 140 still? Excellent. Right, Carl, you can make any kind of determination from that you want. Oh, come on, doors. How about a 600-minute scenario? You know what? No one would watch it. Adama slams a very heavy book on the table. Hello? Yes, there are rules about scenarios. They need to only use Steam content. I have nothing else. Do you need to have Microsoft Office to run Train Simulator? No. You do not need to have Microsoft Office to run Train Simulator.
AFB.
Right. She's not RFBing, she's AFBing, as in AFB. It's a German thing. Right. When you leave, aren't you supposed to talk into the microphone on the dash? Yeah, German people would do that. I'm not German people. No one would understand a word I'm saying. Oop, 120. Just about caught that. Okay, you folks do realise 600 minute scenario is 10 hours. And a 10-hour scenario would be a probably quite dull, because there wouldn't be any time to actually put any AI in it. We're coming up on a 160 speed limit. Any plants for the 24-hour stream? There are no plants for the 24-hour stream. I'm not German people. No, I'm definitely not. A 10-hour flight on FSX, that's another option. I could do that. That'd be quite fun. It wouldn't really be all spent in the air. You know me. I land every 5 minutes. Because I find actually the act of flying a bit boring. Whereas taking off and manoeuvring and landing is interesting. But just sitting in the sky staring at the ground is, or the clouds, is of limited interest. $160. I have no idea official app is minecart. I don't know anything about Insomnia. I should be standing out though. My plan is to wear a nice bright Dovetail Games t-shirt, so I'm going on Friday. Why don't I ride a donkey through London for 10 hours? What are you saying, BNSF? What are you saying? We've sped up. I don't have to do anything to keep the train going. Yeah. .4 kilometers to our next station at Mammundorf. Right. Since we've got nothing else to do, because the train's now driving itself, I think we'll just take some screenshots. If in doubt, take pictures of lampposts. An F-18 full-speed flight from London to Sydney to Dubai. That seems like you'd be going 3/4 of the way around the world. Why would you not go London, Dubai, Sydney? That's the way that all the commercial airliners do it. Where's that train? Oh, there's that train. I was wondering where that train had got to. Oh, you people saying, red signal, mate. Can't be a red signal because PZB would have gone flippy by now. You're making a scenario for Hamburg-Hanover. Well, I quite like this one, actually. This is a perfect train for Hamburg-Hanover. 5.8 kilometers left for the train to drive itself. How do you do the camera jump? Easy. So you press the 8 key, and that gets you out of the train. Press the left arrow to get around it. Oh, that's rather nice. And then move forward with the up arrow. Right click and drag around for moving. Shift key. As you move up higher in the sky, so it gets faster. Pro tip. Now, of course, now I've got to wait for the train to catch up again. Can I speak trains? Okay, Mammundorf coming up 2.5 kilometres. The horn. There you go, there was some horn action. I think we're going to get hit here. I didn't do this braking fast enough. Did that say 80? I think that said 80. Hey, we did it. Everyone's food is on the floor. There's people with broken legs now. But you know what? PZB didn't go off, so I'm happy. Broken leg fail. Cheers, Steam Trains Unlimited. Get stopped. How are we doing for time? Loads of time. Well ahead of schedule. What's my favourite German train? Oh no. I mean, I like the Metronom. Had a fabulous model of it in 00 gauge, and it broke. The motor died. The BR111 is confusing you. Oh, I'll have a look. I don't know what's confusing you about it. I will take a look and see if I can find out. If I was to make up any TV show, what would it be about? No idea. It'd probably be science fiction, knowing me. It'd be about this time traveller, and he's got like this blue box, and it's bigger on the inside. I think it's an original idea. It'll go a long way. The braking system looks different on the BR111. I'll have to have a look. I can't remember off the top of my head. Come on, Mammundorf, let me go. Someone stole my streaming computer. I do have a disastrous week until they gave it back, apparently. Hitchhiker's Guide to Trains. Ah, the Train Spotter's Guide to Train Simulator. There you go. Oh, another ICE. ICE 2, double unit. Time to go! Final stop.
AFB.
And speed limit is
AFB.
80. TV show following a day in the life of Fringe Stalin. That could either be genius or very scary. The real Connor Wells, is there any chance of seeing Trent Valley extension route all the way to London Euston? I have no idea. I would say it's possibly unlikely. That's a heck of a lot of work. Crossing back again, we should get 160 again shortly. Pasing in 22 kilometers. Come on, give me my 160. There we go. Whoops, that's not 160. That's not 160. That's 160. What does AFB mean? It means a big long German word that I can't remember. Google it. It basically means speed control or something like that. Due in at 9:31. Colin Davidson Willits. I don't think you can do that. No, he's asked about what's the chance of being able to connect routes with a brief loading screen between them. No, there's no way of doing that. Automatic Fahr- und Bremssteuerung. So it's like automatic go and stop. Automatic power and braking or something like that. Masek 4. Commuter train over there. Yeah, Rob Putt, you can do it with very, very limited numbers of routes. So London, Brighton and South London Network is an example of one that you can do. Oh, Renell ZB. However, there are other routes you can't do it on. Right, so we're getting a drop down to 120 in a moment. Oh, scared the heck out of me. Is that spider again? How does Danny merge routes? I don't know, he's just really, really clever. 2 kilometers to our drop in speed. Double 12, this scenario has 14 kilometers to run, or about 7 minutes. Oh, look at this, the train's slowing itself down. Ah, seriously, I've got nothing to do. I've got nothing to do. The train's slowing itself down now. Oh, another one of those rather nice things over there. Is it possible to merge West Coast Main Line North and West Coast Main Line over Shat? No, it isn't, I'm afraid. because they've got different origins, different texture sets. Is that noise in the garage? No, it isn't. It's actually in the cab. Speed limit is currently 120. Which felt a bit sharp for that point, it has to be said. I know I still have to press C for. I completely forgot. I was looking at the chat. What button does CFA? I've got a foot pedal that's doing the CFA, so I hold the CFA pedal down, and then when the light goes on, I release the pedal, and then I push the pedal back down again. BNSF, in order for a route to be combined, it has to have the same origin point, which is just the latitude and longitude coordinate that was used to start the route. And it has to be precisely the same because of the way the scenery objects are placed. They're essentially placed as offsets from that. It's not actual locations. So if the origin point on two different routes is different, when you merge them together, then all the scenery on one of the routes will move. Right, car, there is little point me showing you how to merge routes because it's kind of different for every route, which means I could show you how to merge London to Brighton and South London network, and that would be only any good for merging London to Brighton and South London network. And I have to be honest, I don't actually know how they do it. It's not something I've been particularly interested in following on. Danny is very good at it, and it's something that I let him get on with. I just say to him, Danny, join these routes together please, and he tells me to shut up. Is it possible to change the origin? No, it isn't. Because like I said, every single asset, if you imagine the origin is at say 1010, and then you store some scenery 2 meters to the right of the origin, it would be at like 20. If you were to change the origin to 55, then that scenery would need to, if you left at 20, it would now be all moved 5 meters to the left. Yeah, so what you'd need to do, in order to change the origin, you'd have to go and actually open up all the internal files and change them to move all of the stuff around. Huge job. You would almost guarantee to break everything horribly. I don't mean that as an insult, it's a fact. So, yes. Weaver of Night, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Does Danny know what routes can be combined? Pretty much. In a lot of cases, yes. Double 12, what do you use engine driver points for? That's a question for Steve. I haven't a clue. Speed limit's dropping to 160. And then 100. Adama sums it up beautifully. In a nutshell, route merging is extremely hard and should not be attempted. I think you're absolutely right. That's kind of what I was trying to get across. Copper up and Mel, you're right. It is possible to do anything. But whether or not it is something you actually want to do is a separate discussion. I already wrote one tool to help Danny do the merges because some of the routes he wanted to merge, while they had the same origin, they had different texture sets. So I've written him a little tool which will... what's the speed limit here? Oh, we're going down to 100 at the moment. So I've written him a little tool which will actually merge texture, allow you to combine or remap all the textures from one route so they use the same texture palette as the other one. Which kind of gets over the incompatible texture palette problem, but getting over the origin problem is an absolute pain. Well, you know what, Ridecar? Go for it. If that's something you want to do, you should go for it. Oh, look at that. Green light just happened. Slowing down now. Coming into Pasing, which is our final station stop. That's 6 minutes early. I can only assume I've been speeding or something. No, I haven't been speeding, the computer's been driving the train. I divest myself of all responsibility. Therefore I also can't take credit either, so yeah, that's not so great. No, I want the responsibility back, give it back to... Oh, I'm wittering tonight. Right. I can come in nice and slow and get a nice one. Oh, don't see for me at the last minute. That would be evil. Right, let's get this train stopped and the doors open before anything can go wrong. Right. I did break the train myself, yes. I believe you're actually supposed to break the train yourself, even with PZB. You're still the driver. Am I sure I am here, OMG Trains? I am not. Should the Coast Main Line Trent Valley have been left until the section through Preston and Stafford Birmingham was done? I know, but then everyone would have said, oh, maybe it should have been left until the next bit was done. And then you'd just never get the route out. And the problem is that no one will pay more for that route because it's got another 10 miles or 5 miles, or whatever the distance is to Birmingham. So when people are trying to make a living off it, that's the kind of consideration they've got to make. If they spend another 3 months on a project, they need to have 3 months more income coming in for it, and if they're not going to make any more extra sales, then bluntly, you wouldn't do it. Right. That was that one. That was really good, actually. That was Regional Express nach Munchen Pasing by 103TF, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Might do more of AFB, actually. That actually worked. That worked quite well. Now, I'm trying to remember what I'm doing now. Oh yes, we are doing Stirling to Edinburgh. Let's switch to that one while I go and find it.